Brian Jacob. I'm coming at you from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Happy 4th of July. I hope you're having a wonderful day, hanging out with your family or with your friends, going to the beach, having a cookout, or just hanging out. Now, this video may seem a little late to the party, but we're going to go ahead and get started with another episode of We now have marriage equality in all 50 states of the United States of America. That is very exciting news. It just happened last Friday or the Friday before last, and I cried when I heard the news. I was very excited, even though I haven't decided myself if I want to get married in the future, but I was very happy for my future self when I do decide, and mostly for my friends who do want to get married. So that was some very exciting news. I have a nice little music video edit coming at the end to sort of celebrate that announcement. You may have seen just about 2 weeks ago, Hillary Clinton posted a same-sex marriage video in support of it in the days leading up to the announcement, which is a really sweet video. Now that we have marriage equality in all 50 states, now we get to talk about the dangers of same-sex marriage. It's going to violate the religious and personal freedoms of business owners, it's going to lead to polygamy, and it's very devastating for the children. While these are not really dangers of same-sex marriage, I did read an article from Slate.com from somebody who had some very compelling and interesting worries about what same-sex marriage could lead to. He says that now that we have the freedom to marry, this may lead to a coercion to marry. And what he means by that is states and businesses will get rid of domestic partnerships and force people to marry. Since we have marriage equality, a lot of people think this is all we really wanted, and domestic partnerships don't mean anything anymore. But what this can do is effectively out people to their families and to their businesses. Another worry that he has is that in same-sex relationships, marriage may be viewed as the only road to success. Now, before marriage equality came about in all 50 states, we had many different ways of loving each other. We could be single and seeing other people. We could be in a partner but in an open relationship. We could have a community of lovers. There was many different ways that we got creative in loving. And what this worry is that marriage may be seen as the only way to have a successful relationship. If you're in a same-sex relationship and you've been together for a very long time and you're not married, he's worried that you may be looked down upon. Especially since most of us worked very hard to get to this point of marriage equality. Now that we have it, we should all appreciate it and actually get married. Another interesting worry that he has is wealthy white gay men and how they may jump the LGBTQ ship, basically, and basically start saying that all the work in the LGBT community is done, there's no more fighting left. The success of marriage equality may make them forget about what some of the real, even more important issues are that we are facing in the LGBTQ community. There's all kinds of issues that we still have work to do. We have to work on the dangers of job discrimination. We have to work on getting transgender people better access to healthcare. We need to work on reducing hate crimes, especially with trans people of color. We need to take care of bullying in schools and in the workplace towards those in the LGBT community. Now, because there are so many other things that we have to work on, are we still going to have the support of our straight allies? Our straight allies helped immensely with getting marriage equality in the United States. But are they going to jump ship and say that, okay, now everything is done, we don't have anything more that we need to fight for? Even though we may have more work to do, it may be harder for them to get on board for transgender protections, religious liberty laws, or job discrimination, because there are far more complicated issues and less cute issues than love is. And a lot of people can get on board with being in love, and they've felt that feeling, and they're very supportive of that. But not everybody is going to be as on board with some of the other issues that we still have to face. So those are some of the worries that this author has, and I think they're very thought-provoking and very important for us to think about. They may or may not happen, but marriage equality will change everything, for better or for worse. You may have also seen a couple hilarious videos, yet not hilarious at the same time, videos that people who are Christian or Catholic or maybe some other religions, and they are posting videos about how sad they are that marriage equality is here, and they're crying about it and just like, oh, this is the end of the world. So why aren't Christians and other people of other religions, why aren't they really being oppressed by gay marriage, even though they say they are? First of all, some of them want a ban on rainbow flags because they think they represent the intolerance of Christianity. But we didn't want to ban Confederate flags, even though that represented the tolerance of racism. And a lot of them say that marriage equality and just equality for LGBTQ people in general is an attack on their faith, and that part of their faith is the fact that they need to stop gay people from having equal rights. And so in order for them to feel right, somebody else i.e. gay people, need to be wrong. And then there's the issue of the definition of oppression. And I'm not talking about the dictionary definition. I'm talking about the definition of oppression and how it's really played out in society for the LGBT community. Oppression is the years of mental abuse endured by the hands of pastors attempting conversion therapy. Oppression is the baseball bat that cracked the skull of a college student as he was leaving a gay bar. Oppression is when someone in the LGBTQ community loses a longtime partner unexpectedly, and they have no legal protections with that partner, and they cannot even see that person in the hospital because their families won't let them. So all these religious folks and Republicans who are crying out and saying same-sex marriage is the end of the world, now they're feeling oppressed because now they're being called out on their homophobic beliefs, and they don't like that very much. But they're the bully, and nobody is going to feel sorry for the bully. So that's it for today's episode of the Brian News Network. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see my previous video, I did a 7-second challenge with my little brother. Click on Tyler Oakley's face right here. If you had yet to see what has now become my most viewed video on my channel, all about the gays, click on the stars right here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and I hope you enjoy the music video edit I have celebrating our marriage equality. Thank you so much for watching. Brian Jacob out.
I'm waiting at the station, watching a million faces walking nowhere fast. I'm saving all my time for the one shot to get this right for the one love for you. Well, everything's changing. Everything's changing.